Hey everyone, I'm Sarah and I'm back with Lanier Technical College Hall Campus Simulation Center. Today is Moulage Monday and I'm going to be showing you how to moulage a gunshot wound. So you will need a few supplies. First thing, some of that modeling wax that we used last week. I'm using this brand right here. Some flush tone makeup. This one is Pocket Nurse, but you can use whatever flush tone makeup you feel like. This is my favorite bruise wheel from Ben Knight. It's called Master Bruise. This is what I'm going to be using. A few makeup sponges. A few Q-tips, popsicle stick, or if you want a cuticle pusher, something to get the wax out. Tegaderm. And another product by Pocket Nurse, no stained blood or any fake blood that you feel like using. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to be doing is getting out this Tegaderm, and I want to go ahead and get some of my modeling wax out. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and mold this into a mound shape, and then I'm going to make sure the ends are kind of fleshed out to the Tegaderm so it doesn't look like it's just popping up. Alright, after I have a nice little mound going on my Tegaderm, you can see it from the side, I'm going to take my finger, or if you want to use any other object that you think will resemble a bullet, how big you want that bullet to be. For now, I'm just going to be using my finger to make this hole. You're just going to stick your finger or whatever object you want to use and just push as hard as you can to create a crater in that wax. Alright, I'm going to tap down the edges just a little. I don't want it to look too puckered. Alright, see up close. It'll look almost like a little donut. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put this on my arm so I can put the makeup over it. Alright, now that my Tegaderm's on my arm, we're going to go ahead and take some flesh colored makeup and just apply it on the Tegaderm, kind of around the bullet wound, just to hide the shininess, so when the light hits it, it won't reflect back and look totally fake. Alright, I think it's a dull to Tegaderm shine a little. You're always going to have a little because, I mean, it's plastic. It's going to reflect light either way. But it certainly looks a little bit better than it did a few seconds ago. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is apply a few more colors. I'm going to start off this red right here. Just take my Q-tip, dab it along the hole into this little crater that you've created. So the point of putting makeup in here, instead of just the fake blood, is to kind of create this illusion that there is darker blood inside this crater to give it an illusion of depth. All right. Now I'm going to take another color, this dark burgundy that I have here. All right. And I'll also tap that in here. All right. I'm going to take this red, kind of gently put it around the bullet wound. Almost like you want to make a fresh bruise. If you remember to go back a few weeks, we did a series of bruises, and it should be the first one in that video. Right. After that, I'm going to take a little bit, this purple right here. I'm going to dab along top of this crater, just on the edge. Kind of fan out just a little. All right. I'm going to take another corner to avoid cross-contamination. And then I'm going to go for this burgundy color that I used a few seconds ago. Tap, and go along this edge again. Use my finger to smudge it just a little. All right. All right, here's some coloring close up before I put the blood on. All right, now's the fun part. We're gonna go ahead and put the blood on and get a good glob and just stick it in the middle of that crater. Rub it around just a little. Remember, this wax doesn't really like liquid a whole lot, so between cases, if you're using a gunshot repeatedly, you might want to go ahead and freshen it up on the mannequin or the SP, whoever will be wearing this gunshot. All right, so now that we've got blood in the center of this crater, what I like to do is have the SP or fold the mannequin arm upward a little bit like this, so you can have the blood kind of like naturally trickle out of the hole. Just a little. You can kind of help it come out if you want. Just like that. All right, so it looks like it's just dribbling out of that hole just a little. All right, you may have to go back, get some more blood. That's all right. Go ahead, put some more back in that crater. Kind of brush it along the edges a little. All right, and there you have it. This is a gunshot wound. This is a good close-up for you guys to see. It is very easy. You can do this anytime. You don't have to do it, 2 hours or whatever before, a certain amount of time before your simulation. So, easy peasy. All right, everyone, that's it for the gunshot wound moulage video today. I know it was pretty quick, but it's just that easy. So next week we will be doing the upper respiratory tract infection, hopefully if I get my supplies in. If not, I will find something else cool to show you guys that you will appreciate. So hopefully I will see you guys again next week, and thanks for watching. Bye.